welcome everyone to Am I the Asshole? Show where we discuss topics that are weighing heavily on people's minds. Situations they've come across where they feel like possibly they're being an asshole, but they're not sure. Because of that, because of the uncertainty, we'll be the judge. Welcome my panel of judges. Welcome Yucky Gum, Darren Wagner, and Dark Gift Comics.
What's up? I feel
This
like
guy wearing a baseball hat. I love it.
It's my CG hat. But now I feel like an idiot because I'm on camera, so I'm just going to do that.
Yeah,
Get off camera.
I'm not worried about what you look like. I'm worried about your point of view.
Yeah, he's trying to win people's opinions by being on camera.
That's the reason we had our little truncated intro there. We can get started faster because I got a show to do later called CG Slums or Slum.
Pick that energy up.
Or what? I'm sorry. What's that now?
I said, let's pick that energy up.
Goodbye, Yucky.
Hello again, Yucky.
Welcome, Margot. She says, hi, Dillard. Welcome. Well Read is here. Hello, Well Read. Grantis Crosby is here. Is this on Mexican time? What does that even mean?
I know what it means.
Does that mean we're 5 minutes early? and we're done with the job ahead of schedule and under budget? Is that what that means? Yeah, this is I still have the old intro. I still play it, but it's a short show today. So, I want to get started with this story. I'm just gonna read it to you. Let you guys tell me what you think about this.
All right.
All right, here we go. I lost my job 4 months ago, and EI doesn't cover my full living expenses. I had to buy a car since mine had 330,000 kilometers on it. And the engine issue was worth fixing. Well, I guess wasn't worth fixing. After that, I had a couple thousand saved, and that has been completely wiped out. And now I'm not able to cover all my expenses. I asked my girlfriend to help cover my expenses, and she has refused because I didn't propose before this.
No.
We had been dating for 3 years and moved in together for 2. She had told me 3 dates in that she expected to be engaged in about year 2 of dating and is very unhappy with me because I did not propose. I'm sure she is the one. I'm just still hesitant about marriage, and she has told me she is trying to get over the fact that she wasted 3 years with me. I told her to give me some time, and she has, thankfully, not pushed it. This was shortly before my work announced that they were cutting people, and I was let go. Now she says I'm expecting too much from her, since I'm not ready for marriage, but expecting her to help me with rent. We've been dating for 3 years. Doesn't that count for something? If it was a year in, I understand. If it was too early, but we've been together for a long time. She's told me it was meaningless because I haven't proposed, and she refuses to help me, as I could just decide that I don't want marriage and bail at any time. I mean, I could have bailed at any time while dating, and still can bail after we get engaged, but I didn't, and I won't. We have been serious for a long time. Why is the ring and marriage all that matters? I've told her since she won't help, it's shown me that she isn't serious too. And she's told me, that's fine, we can just end the lease and I can go back to live with my family if I can't afford rent here. I'm getting interview requests back and did an interview already, although I didn't get it. It's crazy to me that she would waste 3 years over covering a bit more rent and groceries. Am I the asshole?
I'm going to say no.
I think he's kind of an asshole. Like, he just doesn't sound like he expects to work again soon. I don't get it. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you want your girlfriend to pay your rent? I've never heard of that in my life.
It sounds like he's just looking for like a month or two. Like, he's getting interviews.
But just the way he describes it too, like I got an interview, but I didn't get the job. It's not fair. I don't know. It just sounds like he's a
He
loser.
lost his job 4 months ago.
4 months ago, and then bought a car. And then bought a car. This guy's a moron.
I missed the 4 months apart. No, he's an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the 4 months ago thing. Wait, so who's been paying? I guess he had money saved up and now he's tapped out. That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
He says he bought a car. Then after that, he had a couple of thousand saved, and that has been completely wiped out. And now I'm not able to cover all my expenses. Now, I say, if it is the case that he was covering his expenses and her expenses because they live together, and then she's refusing to help out, he's not an asshole.
Yeah, okay.
But more likely what's happening is that they both work. She has some money, he has some money, and his expenses are basically probably his half of the rent. You know what I mean?
Right.
And something like that. And they're splitting bills or keeping their bills separate. You know what I mean? So he probably is a fucking asshole.
He sounds like a fucking I don't know. He sounds like.
And then he's been dating for 3 years and hasn't proposed. And to be honest, I'm sure she's the one. I'm just still hesitant about marriage.
Well, where are they too? Because they say kilometers, so I'm assuming like England or Europe.
They're
or something.
Probably England. I mean, what does EI mean? Is that like employment insurance?
It's probably employment insurance rather than Yeah.
I don't know.
He sounds like a loser.
Booster says, "Oh, she is paying for her rent? I see. Nah, this guy is kind of a bum."
Yeah, he sounds like a fucking bum. He sounds like he makes a skill. Like, I had to buy a car, but it's to get to work that he doesn't go to. It's like, why did you bought a car as soon as you lost your job? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
Kirby in the chat. He says,
"What?
Dating. Yeah, apparently she's not the one."
Right? Or he just wants to be like some modern guy where it's like, come on, common law is good enough, right? Like,
what is a piece of paper anyway?
Yeah. Our love doesn't need any sort of approval by the government.
I wish I had someone to pay half my rent. Yeah, he's got a boyfriend.
But if he's a bum ass boyfriend, then you're paying.
I mean, what if he has like even if he has a regular minimum wage job? Okay, what if he can pay a quarter of your rent? Does that help at all?
Have you ever been unemployed for 4 months without having being injured?
No.
Right? I don't care if it's a fucking pizza delivery. It's like you get fired, you get a job.
I mean, because the one time, you could say that I was, when I went to go take care of my grandmother for a year, I was basically working. I was basically the live-in caregiver,
Mm-hmm.
I remember I could not get a gainful employment for 6 months. Now, I did take a job, but it fucking was paying me a pittance. And I wasn't able to get a job that paid me what I was even close to what I was making for half a year, maybe 7 months. That shit sucked.
Yeah, but you were still working, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even if I wouldn't have been able to maintain my lifestyle. But thankfully at the time I was living at home. I was still, I think I was 19 or something.
Right.
But if I had to pay a full rent, I wouldn't have been able to do that. No way. I don't know. Welcome everyone. TJ. Hello.
What's up? Long time. I ain't talked to you in a minute.
It hasn't been long. It's been 2 weeks?
What's going on?
Something like that. What's up?
So we're talking about this guy who lost his job 4 months ago, kind of ran through all of his savings fairly quickly. Well, in 4 months. I guess I'm assuming he was living paycheck to paycheck before that. He had a couple of thousand saved. I'm assuming that means 2 to 3. went through that over the course of the 4 months and now needs help with his portion from his girlfriend, and she's refusing because he don't take her seriously, evidently.
Yeah, they've been together 3 years and he hasn't proposed, so she's like, screw you.
So
Like, they had a big fight about this. They had a big fight about this just prior to him losing his job. They had a big fight. He was like, can you give me some time? And she's like, fine, you know what? I won't press the issue, whatever. And then shit hit the fan because he lost out. It's even a bigger, even more setback. Like, I'm waiting for you to be financially secure, or for you to feel like you're financially secure enough to marry me, and all of a sudden you lost your job. I'm never getting fucking married. Fuck this. You know what I mean? That's what she's thinking.
So,
he wants to know if he's the asshole for expecting her to step up and cover their joint expenses.
you know what? I'm gonna say, yeah, he's the asshole because he should know that what women want and what men want are totally different. So we want beauty and sex, loyalty, and women want security, protection, and all these things. So I'm gonna say he's the asshole because 4 months is a little bit of time. You know, it's not like it was new. I'm with him. I'm with him. I feel his pain. Like fuck this. I'm with him on like fuck this bitch. But at the same time, bro, welcome to the world. They are who they are. Like you are who you are. That makes sense.
I am what I am.
And that's
Famous
all
sailor.
that I am.
It is what it is. I guess the it is what it is. Don't get mad because she's a woman.
I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the poll in the chat to see what they think about it. It's kind of looking like the chat's thinking that this guy's an asshole.
Yeah, because it's just like losing your job, and like within 4 months you're going to be homeless. It's like, Jesus, like you can't take care of yourself.
But the thing with women, it's a harsh reality that I had to face. That we are more. They try to say women are more men are more passionate. So we do the shit we do out of love. Women do their shit out of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I feel for him because he's like, yo, I've been rocking with you for 3 years. I lose my job 4 months. I run through my savings. 4 months later, I ain't hop on my feet. She looking at him like, yo, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way women operate.
Because it's not exactly easy for a woman to come out and be like, you need to fucking get your shit together, or we can't be a thing. That's an end of the relationship kind of conversation that she's having with him. That's like, you know what? You need to pull your fucking girl aside and be like, you really need to fucking lose some weight and start cooking on a regular basis.
Exactly.
He's got a problem.
But here's the thing.
This
John.
This is getting heavy conversation here,
John, here's the thing about that.
No pun intended.
John, here's the thing about that. And when we say that, we are evil. Like, oh my God, how can you say this to her? You're supposed to be loving her for who she is. Well, that shit ain't reciprocal because when I lose my shit, she ain't loving me for who I am.
Yeah, there was this guy, I forget who he was, but I saw him on YouTube as short or something, or Facebook Reel or whatever. And he was talking about like, what do you wish you had learned earlier in your life? And he said something that I resonated with, and that was like, I wish that I knew earlier that nobody gave a fuck about me, and that I should have been way more selfish when I was young and starting to work, and I didn't know that nobody else was going to be like wanting to provide like I'm going to need to. I didn't know that I was going to have to do it on my own, and that nobody would give a fuck, and that people would expect me to have these things in a row, like all in line. Like, I just wish that I knew that when I was younger. I was like, fuck, goddamn, I wish I knew that too.
Bro, I wish I would have known that. I wish I would have known to, you just said, be more selfish. Not more selfish, but more like
focusing on getting your shit
Yeah,
getting to the
you're
point where you can
expendable.
do good because you're doing well,
Yeah, and she's expendable, but I'm not expendable. I'm not expendable because that means I got to die. But you're
All right,
expendable.
we're going
If
to
you
end
don't,
this poll. It looks like it's not moving at all because everybody has decided. 80% of the, nope, 77% of the people have said this. The question was, is this jobless asshole in fact an asshole?
I think he's a fuck up too. Like, does it say how he lost his original job? Because like, how do you lose your job and then you can't get a job for 4 months? That means you fucked up somewhere.
Well, it does say here
well,
that this was shortly before my work announced that they were cutting people and I was let go. Meaning that he wasn't a high performer. He got let go.
now, once upon a time, 30 to 40 years ago, a woman would stick with you by your side, even when you fell on bad times, because it wasn't,
Well,
the
no, your
world
woman
wasn't
will stick with you if you're on bad times, if that's your woman, if that's your wife.
right. Right.
That's her duty and obligation. Doesn't matter how
Right.
much money we got.
And
You said
that was
yes.
between her
You're
and
in
the
it
Lord.
now. Ain't no stepping back now.
That was between her and the Lord, for rich or poor. Those were the vows, you know what I'm saying? So those, back in the day. But now, nigga, you late.
Speaking of divorce, that's going to move us on to our second story here. Check this one out here.
Oh,
I got 2 children, 11 and 8, with my ex, and we share physical and legal custody of them. I pay child support because I'm a higher earner than my ex, and the child support is minimal, $150 monthly, because it's supposed to help balance things between both homes because the kids are supported by
Did
both
you just say
homes.
150 monthly?
Again, you have to listen here. They have shared custody.
$150 monthly?
$150 monthly because he makes
Asshole.
more
He's
than
the
me.
asshole. Anything he's complaining about, asshole. I don't even give a fuck. Fuck him, and I'm taking it personally. $150 a month.
All right, TJ, let me finish the story here. So he pays $150 a month because they have shared custody and shared, they both support the kids. The kids are not staying with the mom primarily. They're staying
Bro,
equally
I got
both times.
shared custody.
Let me finish the story here, TJ. All right. So it's supposed to balance things out between both homes. My ex is married again, and her family has grown. In the house with her are her husband, his 3 children, under 10, and their 2 shared children, under 5. So she has 3 children with this guy, who he brought from his ex relationship, plus 2 more children that they have together, plus the 2 children that she had with the original poster here. So that's 7 kids.
I feel need to be stopped.
My ex and her husband struggle financially and have attempted to increase child support 5 times in the last 4 years. The courts turned down their request for more child support each time, twice in front of a judge, and the other times we did not make it before a judge before it was denied. My ex was reminded that child support is meant to provide for our kids, not for her family as a whole. My ex argued that the financial burden impacts them, but this was not deemed worthy of a child support increase. They were looking for an increase to make it $800 a month.
Whoa.
This is she wants $800 a month, and he has the kids half the time.
Yeah, damn.
My ex has independently asked me to give her $50 here and there, or to buy stuff for the other children in her home. This happens even when our children are in my home. I always say no. I have told my ex that I am not responsible for supporting her other children and will never provide for them financially.
Fucking A.
Recently, this became a more intense issue on the other side because our daughter's birthday and her youngest stepchild's birthday are a week apart. And our daughter had a great time and got gifts at both my house and her mom's, and she had a big birthday party that I hosted, while my ex's stepchild didn't get much and had no party. They could not afford one. I had been asked twice to send some gifts for the other child. My ex also wanted the other kids invited. My daughter didn't, so they weren't. It pissed off my ex. But then her stepkids' lunch accounts went into the negative days after the birthdays were both over, And since I topped up our kids, she wanted me to do it for her stepkids. I said no again. She called me a monster and asked how I could live with myself knowing my children's other family are struggling and are literally drowning in financial difficulty, and I could help out, but chose not to. Am I the asshole?
Fuck that shit.
No. The only two kids that I would think that maybe he'd have a soft spot for are the biological siblings, but other than that, no, he's not an asshole.
But that's just her kids, though. Those are still just her kids with another man, right? Like, fuck that shit.
There's things that this story don't add up. One, if he's paying $150 a month, right? You don't go and make a case for a child support. What they do is they go and pull up your fucking income and they base it on a third of your fucking income off rip. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's no talking about it. You can get a lawyer anyway.
But the only other factor I think that goes. Well, just correct me if I'm wrong, TJ. The only other factor that I think is involved, it's like Dillard said, he's got 50-50 custody, so they'll take that into consideration too. Yeah,
I got shared custody. I have shared custody. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, so for him saying that he pays $150 a month, she went down there and tried to get it raised. Now, I'm not trying to talk about how much this guy makes, but I don't know where he lives at, but you go. That's just one thing that I think there's something wrong with the story he's telling. The second thing is
this is 100% on the level. There are many states where this is the case.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you got joint custody in some states or even some counties, when you do 50-50 custody, they'll just ask for child support to make it
all medical.
They'll just.
All right, but this story is not about you, TJ. This story
hold on a second. Hold on. They'll like I was saying, they'll just do like a child support to even out the individual parents' incomes. Right. So that's basically what they're doing here with that 100. And it could be 150 each. It could just be 150 total. I don't know, but
and don't get me wrong. If they're hear me out. If they're splitting it 6 months to 6 months, fair enough. Shit, you shouldn't be paying nothing. You got them 6 months. I got them 6 months. You shouldn't be paying nothing. You have them when you got them. I have them when I got them. Okay, that's that. But the other thing is, if my kid, all right, so my kid, when my ex-wife boyfriend child came around, like it's not the kid's fault. Like
did you strike him for being in your presence?
Nah, if my kids are eating, then the other kids are eating. If I'm buying Christmas and my kids are coming around, and the other kid that ain't my kid, but it's their relative, it's their sibling, or it's whatever, I'm going to treat them the same because it ain't the goddamn kid's fault. Because I ain't gonna have the kids sitting over there on a Tuesday and my kids is eating. Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying. My kids is eating and the other kid ain't eating. I just ain't petty like.
Would you do that for 5 other kids though?
Yes, if I can afford it, yes. I know that sounds stupid.
But you're never. I mean, you're not really reading the subtext here. This lady is constantly hounding this dude. She asked him. There's multiple occasions where she's asking him for money for the other kids, not just when they just happen to be around. Yeah, I'm gonna get McDonald's for my kid. I'll get you. No, I need $50 for this. I need $50 for that. $100 for this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take you to court and we're going to try to get your fucking child support raised to $800. There is animosity in this relationship.
I'll tell you what.
To take this guy for everything he's got.
And I'll tell you what. He's going to use this for the next court, like when they go to court again to try to get full custody of the kids. That's what he's using. Like he can be, and I guarantee you, he's saving every receipt. Every time she leaves a voicemail, every time she leaves a text message, he's probably got her on tape asking for money. Saying how they're struggling. So I guarantee you that's another reason why he's saying no, because
the balls for a female to ask me to support a child that ain't mine, just like over the phone. she's out of her mind any fucking way.
Look at this bitch.
That's all, bro.
She wants this man to put
Hold
money
on,
on her
Dylan.
kids' books. Look at this.
yeah,
Hold on,
yeah.
but if the kids are around, even if it's their friends, if one kid eat, they all eat. If we want,
Yeah, but that's
if
not
one
what's
kid go to
going
Busch
on.
Gardens, we
It's a
all
little
go to
weird
Busch
too.
Gardens.
Wait. There's something else going on here too because his daughter did not want her step siblings to come to her birthday party.
Yeah, step brothers and sisters suck. They're not your family.
No, but
You're
you
living
don't
with
wanna,
strangers.
you don't want like with me. And I know I'm talking loud. I'm gonna mute myself after this, but with me, it ain't the kids' fault. And it's one thing, because they got a whole situation going on. Ain't none of my business. But when you come over here, and if you come over here with me, or you come with my kids and come with me, I'm not going to make you feel like you're outside. You're a child. You're a child. So if whatever one get, y'all all get.
Yeah. No, I don't think he's an asshole. I think he's sly because I think he's going to use this to try to get full custody of the kids. And the mother will get visitation.
All right, I'm going to put the question in the chat there. There's the poll. The question is this man an asshole for not supporting your kids?
Hey, Dylan, I got to ask you a question. Say shit went sour and say that, your kids came to visit. This is all hypothetical. You know what I'm saying? Say your kids came to visit you and they brought your ex-wife, boyfriends, or husband, kids. Ain't your biological child. Ain't even your biological child at all. They're not even siblings. They're just the boyfriends.
Yeah, I'd call the police. Yeah. I'd be like, whose kids are these?
You wouldn't. You treat the kid different.
TJ,
I would treat them like any friend of my kid or stranger that I did not know. Yes, I would treat them just like a regular kid.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Talking about.
I get what you're saying, TJ. Right? Because like me and my sister have different fathers, right? So when my father came to pick me up once, my mother was supposed to go somewhere. The babysitter got chicken pox. She couldn't go. My father was like, "Nah, I'll take Jenny," and he threw my sister up on his shoulders, and off we went. You know what I mean? And we went to Burger King while my mom went and did what she had to do. You know, I get what you're saying. It's not his daughter, but it's my sister. So he's like, "Yeah, I'm taking the kid to go get a burger. I'll take her to get some chicken fingers." But this is different, man. She wants him to like pay for a birthday party, pay for the
lunch money,
the lunch money for the year.
She's absolutely out of her mind. Look at Kim Kardashian. Listen, Kim Kardashian took Kanye West for child support and won $200-something thousand a month, and she's a billionaire. I let you know what her mind is at off real. She's a billionaire. And she took it for child support. The judge should have threw that shit out when she came in the court. Like, stop playing, yo. You wasting my time. You wasting taxpayers' time.
All right, I'm ending the poll, and the results are in. 86% of the voters say he is not an asshole for not wanting to support somebody else's kids.
Fucking subsidize her second family.
I agree. When the kids are not around, over the phone calling, asking me to do that shit is
so in this particular situation, and not the situation you're making up in your head, you agree?
No, what I'm saying is when the kids are around, if all the kids come, then I'm not gonna be like, okay, well, these are my kids. And I don't. You're your mother's boyfriend's kid. No,
I'm sure he's not.
What if they got herpes, dude? Because in this story that we're doing next, my wife shared with me that her number one childhood best friend has herpes.
How would the kid have herpes? The kids ain't fucking. How they gonna get herpes?
I'm telling you right now. No, not that. Let the story play out. Hold on.
I'm sure
my wife shared with me. I'm sorry, DG. What?
You're not sharing the screen.
Okay, so listen to the story then.
Oh, all right.
Jesus Christ.
Man.
I thought I was helping.
Just do what Darren doesn't.
My wife shared with me that her number one childhood best friend has herp 2. She's not sure how she got it, and she isn't a known promiscuous person. I'm just hella surprised. And pissed off. This woman has stayed the night at our house many of nights. Used our bathroom, our shower, our towels, My wife thinks her friend brings her own bath towels, but can't say for sure. We have small children, as does her friend. I feel like I'm protecting my kids. I told my wife her friend could no longer stay at our house and needed to pay for a hotel room from now on. Then I told a close relative, who told everybody. My wife is super pissed. Me? Not so much. Her BFF disappeared from all social media and won't answer my wife's calls. I do feel some guilt. Her friend isn't a bad gal. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Is
say
that-
yes, too.
Yeah, is that
Because,
how
you know
herpes
what?
can spread? Can you just rub it on towels?
I think you have to like literally touch like a bodily fluid.
Yeah.
They have to be
like,
having
for
an
instance,
outbreak.
Like if you have a niece or an uncle or something, and he has like that herp on the like the corner of the mouth, and it's like a pussy wound, and he gives your kid a kiss, he can't give that kid.
Oh, hey, hell no, I ain't getting that kid a kiss. That's crazy. But can we just like keep it for real? And I know this is gonna get clipped. I know a lot of you got. Ain't none of y'all been burnt before.
Does that
No.
mean been burnt? Does that mean have I contracted a
God,
venereal disease?
STD. STD.
No, I never
Nope.
have. I was a virgin when I married my wife,
That's fair
Disgusting.
enough.
as was she.
I mean, he's an asshole because he said he told a close relative. Now, if that relative is close and you know they got a big mouth, you
I
know
told my
they.
Aunt Sandy, and she told everybody.
And Sandy got the reputation to like tell everybody everything. You know what I mean? Like he knew what he was doing.
Now, did he say he told her friend and he didn't tell his wife?
No.
What?
He says that he feels like he's protecting his kids by telling his wife that her friend is no longer allowed to stay here at our house. But then he wasn't okay with that. So he decided to go call up a close relative and tell them as well. You know what I had to do? You know that my wife's close friend has herpes and she's been coming over here spending the night using our towels,
Spreading her herpes.
spreading
Hey,
her
man.
herp. And then
Hey, man,
that person
are you-
he called on the phone told everybody. So not just told everybody, told every fucking buddy to the point where the friend found out about it and fucking had to disappear from public life.
Look, how was when you got married, dude?
I was 25 when I got married.
Look, man.
No, that's
look,
not
for
true.
real.
How old was I? I don't remember exactly.
I lied to you.
I wonder if Aunt Sandy went on Facebook
oh,
and was
oh,
like, "This bitch got herpes."
No, 'cause
Everybody
I
be
think-
careful. Make sure
I'm
she
learning-
brings her own towels.
I'm learning something right. I'm learning something right now because, and I mean this in a good way. Like, I think you.
Yes,
how old you
TJ,
when you got
most black people that I meet are very surprised that I got married a virgin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it like that. I'm not trying to clown, bro. I'm saying like salute. I just wonder how old you was.
I was in my late 20s.
Salute, man.
I
Salute,
would have
man.
to do some math, but I was at 28, 27, 28.
Salute, bro. Salute. Okay, I respect, man. Respect, bro.
Thank
So
you.
now So now it's like for real. A lot of people talk shit and don't mean it. I gotta, okay. Salute, bro.
Yes, I am fully aware that it's very hard to keep it in your pants, but it's possible. I know that you can do it. Jiminy Cricket says, "Yeah, this guy's the asshole. Why is he telling other people about his wife's friend's STD?"
Yeah.
Seriously.
He just wants
Even if
everybody
the
to
thing
be
is,
careful.
Herp can be transmitted. I don't know if herpes 2 can be transmitted through like just kissing of somebody, but there is one where you can get herpes, that herp disease, or hep C, or I don't know what it is. You can get some shit by just fucking touching bodily fluid.
No.
Mhm.
Oh,
Let
bodily
me
fluid.
find out. Let me look it up real quick. Herpes 2.
No.
No. No, they can just brush up against you and you have it. No.
Taylor's Google ads are going to start recommending like medication for.
Okay, so HERP 2 is mainly transmitted during sex through contact with genital or anal surfaces, skin, sores, or fluids of some infected with the virus. So yeah, you can get it any kind of bodily fluid can transmit HERP 2.
Yeah.
And this guy just wants to quarantine this lady. He's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's like, you're a fucking nasty bitch.
You are a toxic waste.
You're globbing out all this fucking nasty shit where my children live and eat and go to the restroom.
Yeah, but the funny part is, like, he says, I told the like, listen, and then the relative went and blabbed. So, like, he knew if this relative was a close relative, he knew that this person had loose lips. You know what I mean? Like, you know who you can tell and who you can't tell a secret to. You know what I mean? Like, like I know I can tell my mom some shit. My Aunt Bet, not so much. You know? Like, so.
I don't know why this is important, but Phil Anselmo says that he ate half-priced Wednesday supermarket sushi.
No.
Oh, God, he's going to be in this bathroom all night.
So I can understand him not wanting this lady around. I mean, and that's a little bit paranoid. Unless she is very lovey-dovey and touchy-feely with the kids, like carrying them around, giving them kisses, I'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. But I would be a little bit.
Who brings their own bath towels when they go over to someone's house? You know.
Right. And he asked his wife. She says, "I think she does, but I don't know."
Yeah, that means no.
Yeah, dude, that's
she's
crazy.
not keeping tabs on the situation.
No, that means she knows her friend is using their towel. She doesn't want to tell her husband because her husband's freaking out about the herpes.
No, she brings her own towels. Really?
Yeah, her own fork, her own spoon. She brings everything.
All right, I'm going to put the question in the chat here. It says, is the husband an asshole for outing his wife's?
Yeah, that he's an asshole for. Yeah.
But it's her fault for being a slut and having fucking herpes.
Maybe she got it from the toilet seat. I don't know how this works.
I don't know either. But no, I do know. I actually just looked it up. Any bodily fluid contact.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Just one bad night.
You know what the funny thing is? I bet you he's the one with the herpes. He pissed on the seat, and she went in the bathroom afterwards, sat on the seat, and got the herpes.
Whoa, let's not get conspiratorial
people that
on
have
this.
herpes, if he had herpes, he would be super apologetic. He's like, who knows how she got it? She could have got it from anywhere. He would have been that person.
I never.
I've never met so many people as I have online that like just advocate for something because that's their vice. So they advocate it for it super hard.
Right.
Gross, dude. Like I'm not going around like promoting smoking to kids, you know. I know it's bad. I know I shouldn't be doing it. I don't have to go around and be like, oh, we should everybody should be smoking. Not the kids.
It's actually not that bad, you know. All the research is actually, you know.
Chris Sally says it depends if he knew whether the relative was going to blab it to everyone. Well, that's what I was saying, Chris. Like, he said it's a close relative. Now, out of all your close relatives, you know who you can tell a secret to and who you can't. And he knew who he told this to. I'm thinking he knew this person was a fucking blabbermouth, you know?
Well,
I mean, that's crazy.
What if, because if this girl is like, I mean, he probably told his mom. But like, if she knew, right? Like, number one, the relative has to know the sister's friend.
Right?
To know who he's talking about. So it's probably his mom or his sister or somebody, right? And he probably knew that she's a fucking talker because you don't just accidentally slip and everybody finds out about it. Somebody along the line, especially a family member, somebody along the line will keep the secret. But this lady's a fucking blabbermouth. She told everybody on social media knew about it. She had to fucking delete her social media and will not answer phone calls no more.
Oof.
Fucking.
That's what I guarantee you was like a sister, right? Like a
Shut up,
younger
DG.
sister.
We got a $10 super chat from Valley Law. Thank you, Valley Law, for your $10 super chat. He said, "Hey, sup, guys? I'm sorry I'm late. We're glad to have you.
Hey, bro.
Valley Law.
Hey,
Thank you
bro.
so much.
Hey,
Better late than never.
bro. Hey, bro. Like from my heart, yo. Like a lot of motherfuckers talk that shit, but don't live it. My
TJ
father.
is still stuck on it.
Oh,
No.
Oh, my gosh.
Listen. My father was, until he got married. And people talk that shit, I'm not saying any names, but they don't live it. And, respect, bro. Respect, man. Respect on that shit. For real.
Dillard is not the asshole.
Fuck yeah. I got respect.
Respect
Not
on
for
that shit.
me.
Oh, God.
Yucky over here, the fucking living embodiment of Rodney Dangerfield. All right, so let's see. Valley Law is laughing. Chris Stanley is going, eh? Booster says, "Kick him, please." Bob says, "Huh?" I don't know, but let's end the poll here.
It's gonna kick me. I'll bounce. I know.
I'm not gonna kick you, TJ. I don't.
No, I'll bounce. I know I'm a disruption. But
All right,
I'll bounce.
we're gonna end the poll, and the poll says that 67% of the people in the chat, 66, sorry, that he is an asshole. That means 33% of the people say that he's not an asshole. I honestly can't see how this guy's not an asshole. I would like to.
Yeah.
If you're in the chat, could you please just give me a quick, why you think he's not an asshole?
Yeah, he's a
I
fucking
was-
blabbermouth.
I was with him up until he just started dropping deets. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you can get the fuck out of my house, but then you tell make sure that she don't come to your fucking house either. She's gonna spread the.
Is that what you would do? Do you think that's what he was doing? Like, oh, my wife's friend, that one that she comes over to the house with, don't let her in your house. She has herpes.
I know she likes to use your pool. Do not let her.
Is that what he was doing? I'm imagining this guy on the couch like a teen fucking girl, babysitting and shit, with his toes curling around the fucking phone cord. Oh my god, you'll never believe what I had to do.
got the cell phone and the house line going.
Oh my
Hold on,
god!
I got mom on the other line. Hold on a second, mom. You'll never believe what I had to do.
No, but that's the thing. He said he told one close relative. It's not like he went and warned. He didn't say I warned a couple of people that knew her who she also. He didn't say anything like that. He went and told the one person he knew that would go blab it to everyone else, so he didn't have to.
He sat back and
plausible deniability. He's like, listen, man, I just told my sister. I didn't think she was gonna go blab everybody. And the wife was probably like, bitch, you know that bitch fucking.
Yeah, his
Now,
wife is.
let it begin.
I feel that she's well within her rights to be mad at him. He's an asshole. Booster says, I voted no because it's okay to disrespect whores. That's valid. If you've chosen to live your life a certain way, you can't complain when people find out and tell other people about it. It's like, how dare you, tell everybody that I'm on OnlyFans? You're the one on OnlyFans, not me.
So should we blame the wife? Because I'm sure the friend just told the wife, and then she had to tell her husband. Is this the wife's fault for telling the husband? Should she have kept her mouth shut about her friend's condition?
Well, no, because he was at risk of catching it. They all were. They probably all had to go get tested.
We all
Him,
fucked
her,
together.
the kids.
Sorry.
Mark says that he didn't give that skank the bug. Phil says, I've only ever had unprotected sex and I've never gotten an STD. Must be doing something right. No, that's medical misinformation, Phil.
Somehow you're dodging it.
You're just really good at Russian roulette.
Yeah, how do you dodge it?
Wait, Darren, is he an asshole? Is he not an asshole?
Yes, he's an asshole.
Good.
He's a gabby bitch.
All right, I'm going to get out of here. But before I get out of here, I want you guys to take a look at this trailer. This guy Darren here has a book with me called Demifoot. and he's looking for signups. Signups cost $10, Darren, each?
Ugh.
No, they're actually free. Yes.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's a bargain.
Signups are free.
Signups are free. So if you want to go sign up for the Demifoot Urban Sasquatch book that I'm doing with Darren, go check it out. I'm going to play this trailer here. If somebody could drop the link to this campaign sign-up page in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Now let's check this out. Oh, how wonderful.
I feel like that's what Darren looks like.
I wish.
Have you seen Darren? It's basically what he is.
I mean, the face. You know what I mean? Like the structure of the face and stuff. I feel like that's what Darren looks like. That's my headcanon. You modeled that character after your own face.
I look like a weird combination of Alan Moore and Uncle Si from Duck Dynasty.
You're weird.
What are you talking about? You look exactly like one person, and that's the Coca-Cola Santa Claus.
What?
All right, so that's the show. We're gonna get out of here. DG has to go start up his show in about 10 minutes. Rather late. Slumlords in 10 minutes over on DG's channel. DG, anything you want to promote before we leave? Before we get out of here?
Yeah, I mean, just go hang out with us over there in about 10 minutes and go over to Fund My Comic. Go to darkgiftcomics.com and go check out the links to get over to A Damn Dirty Things. Basically, we're still getting, we just got a couple of new orders. So you order it, I'm going to send it out. So
there you have it. Darren?
Yes?
Yucky? Anything?
Nope.
It's not really called the slums over there. It's more like the Shout Factory, from what I hear.
that was neutral ground.
It was just one show. It was just one show. Okay. I look forward to it every week.
I retired that show because it was starting to get me out.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, we're going to get out of here. I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Go take a bathroom break, grab a soda, and join us over on the slums. See you tomorrow, guys. Same time, 6 o'clock for Am I the Asshole? That's 9 o'clock Eastern. And goodbye.